Yo, what is up guys, Boy here. So, I'm a little late to the party on this one. Essentially, Deontay Wilder is saying that he has ruined Tyson Fury. This is obviously following Tyson Fury's lackluster win over Otto Wallin this past weekend. Deontay Wilder said the following: "Anyone who saw this fight will understand and recognise that he's not the same fighter. This is what I do to them. I end careers. I'm the baddest man on the planet. He's not the same fighter at all. I gave him a concussion. He's done and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my god. He didn't even have the best of me. We had the best of Fury." Those are the words of Deontay Wilder. Now, in regards to Deontay Wilder ruining Tyson Fury in their last fight, I've got to say I think that is absolutely ludicrous. I actually made a video in regards to Tyson Fury's performance over Otto Wallin, and if you followed Tyson Fury's career, this man has always been susceptible to having less than stellar performances against lesser competition. This has been a theme throughout his career, and if you actually watched the fights, you would realise that, going way back when to John McDermott, then after that, his fights with Nikolai Furfer and Nevin Pajkic. Then obviously after that, Steve Cunningham. He's had these fights in the past where he's looked unspectacular and vulnerable against lesser competition. This is not the first time this has happened to Tyson Fury. This has happened on a fair few occasions at this point. So if you look at the track record of Fury's career, this is something that has happened to him in the past. He's always been susceptible to these type of performances. Like I said, it's happened more than once in his career against less than stellar opposition. And if you've paid attention to Tyson Fury's career, you would realise that. And even in a lot of fights where, Tyson Fury dominated or he looked good, there were times in those fights he switched off and, gave his opponents opportunities. Just a lot of the time, these guys never took those opportunities. I think that's evident when actually watching his fights and following his career. So for me, the whole notion that Deontay Wilder ruined Tyson Fury and made him a lesser fighter is quite frankly ridiculous, if I'm being completely honest. It's fan fiction, it's made up, it's make-believe, it's what teenage girls write about their favourite band members and shit like that. It's fan fiction. It really is, and if you followed boxing for long enough, you would realise it's BS, as far as I'm concerned. Another reason why people are so surprised Tyson Fury looked bad or looked vulnerable is because a lot of people have just overrated this man. They have. A lot of people out there go on like Tyson Fury cannot be hit, that he's unbeatable. That's never been the case. I've said that in the past. I said that in my post-fight video for Otto Wallin, or my post-fight videos. I've said that. The guy's never been unbeatable. The guy's always shown vulnerability. He's always shown a suspect chin. These flaws have always been there. They've always been apparent, as far as I'm concerned. So I think it's, two things. First and foremost, Tyson Fury has always been susceptible of fighting down to his level of opposition, and he's been susceptible to losing concentration and making fights harder than they should be. And secondly, a lot of people have just overrated this guy. And when I say they've overrated him, I'm not saying this guy's a bad fighter by any means. On any given day, I think Tyson Fury can beat anybody at heavyweight. But he's susceptible, he's vulnerable, and he can be beaten by any of the top heavyweights. He really can. That's how I feel about it anyway. And for Deontay Wilder to say he ruined Tyson Fury is just him clutching at straws. For me it's Deontay Wilder trying to make up for his piss-poor resume. He's trying to insert make-believe moral victories to his resume. Because he knows his resume isn't up to scrutiny. How many fights has this guy had? Over 40 fights? What's his best wins? Luis Ortiz? Good win, fair play. What's after that? Bermane Stiverne? Really? That guy wasn't a formidable champion. Dominic Breazeale? I mean, come on. Come on. The reason Deontay Wilder is piping up taking credit for Tyson Fury's bad performance. It's because he knows his resume is not up to par. And anybody with two working eyes, with a logical brain, will know that. And he knows people know that. That's why he's not the star he wants to be. He's not fought the guys. He's not got those big wins. And Deontay Wilder has always been playing catch up in that regard. You know, he's played it too safe. He's avoided too many fights. And he's suffering for it now. Yes, he's a bigger star than he's ever been. But listen, looking at Deontay Wilder, he's brash. He's charismatic. He knocks people cold. This guy should be a much bigger star than he is. That's just what it is, as far as I'm concerned. And he knows that the reason he isn't is because of his lack of ambition and piss poor resume. Hence why now he's inserting make-believe wins to his name to prop himself up. It's embarrassing, really. It really is. And listen, I like watching Deontay Wilder fight. I do. But his antics, his BS winds me up. And his fanboys, man, it just makes it hard for you to root for this guy. It really does. His fanboys will chirp anything this man says and run with it, man. It's crazy. Deontay Wilder needs to forget about Tyson Fury for a start. He needs to focus on Luis Ortiz in this rematch whenever it does take place. He needs to dispatch of Luis Ortiz, do it in good fashion, and then look for that Tyson Fury rematch, get that win, and then go from there. If he beats Tyson Fury in a rematch, he's in a great position. He's in a great position. Stop being an armchair critic. Do your thing. Get wins. Get bodies on the resume. Nobody wants to hear you comment from your armchair on Twitter about the other contenders. It's embarrassing, man. Stop being passive-aggressive. Stop being bitter. Stop being feminine. Do your thing. Knock these people out. Get those wins. That's what I want to see from a heavyweight champion. Deontay Wilder does half of that. He's got the style. He knocks people cold. I love that. Drop this teenage angst attitude like you're some emo teenager, man. It's embarrassing. You're a heavyweight champion of the world. Stop being so petty and sensitive. Jesus. Just do your thing, man. And listen, like Tyson Fury, I think Deontay Wilder on any given day can beat anybody at heavyweight. He just can, in my opinion. So he needs to prove that. Go out and do it. Get those names on the resume. Build the legacy. Go from there. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Tyson Fury being ruined by Deontay Wilder. I think it's pure fantasy, make-believe, drivel by Deontay Wilder. And it's being peddled by his, groupie fanboys. That's just how I feel about the situation. Some of you guys out there who are pushing this type of nonsense need to give yourselves a slap in the face. You're a grown man. It's not cool to worship another dude like that, right? You guys weren't raised correctly as far as I'm concerned. Share your thoughts below. Peace.